Okay, hello there. Hello there. Um, this is another item I'm doing, a practical item. It's right here. This is the item. Now this item here, if you don't have HTML skills, if you're not yet at HTML, if you don't know anything about HTML, maybe you could be using another text editor, or you could be using any other program, WordPress, Visual Studio Code, etc, CC 2019, any. If you have HTML skills, you can move along with me, but if you don't, then I think you'd have to go through some basics of HTML first before you go to this. Okay, now this is it, item 2. It was in a certain school, the administration wishes to use ICTs to interact effectively with the public on all events happening at school, such as academic affairs, current projects, sports, among others. The public should be able to provide feedback. The administration is also intending to provide an active form for those students who would wish to join the school. Develop an online platform that illustrates to the administration on how to address the concerns of the school. A support folder called My School has been provided, containing some files which may be used. Now in this question here, a learner is required to design a website as the administration wishes, and it should be public, and it should provide feedback. Public means it can be established on internet, and people should move along with your website as the admin wishes. Now in this question, your website should have certain pages that are all talking about your school. For example, your website can have a home page. It can have an academics page. It could have a sports page. I'm picking these here. Events happening at school like academics, current projects done, sports, among others. Even your website should have a form where students who would wish to join your school can fill data. Now a learner should have studied web design in senior 4, I think term 1, for them to do this. So learners are taught forms, learners are taught to design simple websites to enable interaction between people. Now for this case, I want to use a folder renamed Kasozi to design this simple website, and I want to use some code that is already written to do all this. Now under Kasozi, I'm going to create at least some notepad pages. They're going to be for application, maybe homepage, projects, sports. Now I'm going to open Notepad from the start button. We search for Notepad. Yes, it is right here. So let me open it, and I could just create a basic code first. Would first create a basic code, and under this HTML. Okay, here we could have heads. I think the basic code is going to run like this. Here we can have title. That's the basic code. So if you've ever coded in HTML, you know that the basic code is going to begin with this. Then here I put body as a tag in my HTML. Okay, let me first look at homepage, open with Notepad, head, okay, title, okay. Now I was at my Notepad here. I I was at my notepad here, so I'm going to just save it within my folder. Click at file and then save as. Under desktop, I'm using a folder Kasozi, so I can rename this as homepage 1.html. Okay, so it is saved in my folder. So let me save again. I'm creating 4 pages, remember that. Desktop, Kasozi. I could create another page called maybe projects 1.html. I'm putting a 1 because I've already renamed projects, homepage, academics, etc. That's why I'm putting a 1. Save. Back to another page I'll have. It's going to be called sports1.html. It should be under desktop, then under Kasozi, and lastly I will have desktop Kasozi. I will have a form. Because in my question here I've been required to do a website having at least pages of academics, projects, sports, form. That's the website that I'm required to do. Now back to my folder. Let me first minimize this. This is the home page. Let me close. Close. Okay. Now in the support folders I'm using for this number, the support folders are just in the paper. There's a paper, ICT support files, something like that. If you need these support folders, you could inbox. I will provide them with you. It's my school. My school is just having a few files I could use in my website. So if you don't have my school support folder, you could inbox in that number in bio to get this support folder. I'll send it to you. Now back to the home page. If I open my home page here, let me open it with Chrome. Okay, after opening it with Chrome, then I can open it with Notepad. Open with Notepad so that I see what I wrote under this. Okay, what someone who provided me with the code wrote under this. Now they wrote this. You see in the title is the name of the school, St. Paul Secondary School is the name of the school here. Yes. So in the title they put the name of the school. So I'm going to be just moving along with the code. I drag the code, I put it in my page, then I just run. I may not type all the code because of the length of the video, etc. Now this is the home page. Let me first open it with the notepad. The title, I put the title that they created. Now body, center, etc. Now this person, they picked all this, they put it under the body first. Let me first pick all this. I put it under the body tag. Let me first pick all this, then I'll explain when it's maybe running. This is the body tag. Let me put it here. Okay. Let me save and then let me go back to my folder. I try to run it with Chrome. Okay. Now my code is here. Now if you look at my code and then you look at my outputs, for example, it is St. Paul Secondary School, something like that. Title, body, here it is center, then center. Now the center tag here, the center tag open and the center tag closed, it's going to put all my data within the center. That's why my data from the image, name of the school, and these four, they are all in the center. Why? Because they are within the center tag. Now this is the image code. This is the image code. Image source equals to the name of your image you have. It's going to generate this image. Now, if I'm doing the image code like this, I'm going to just open the image tag equals. Let me look for the name of the image I'm having. Now my school has some images, including this one. You can use either the name of the image, logo.jfif, but at times the images may not work. But if you want your images to work perfectly, you can open your image with Chrome. After opening it with Chrome, copy the entire file path of the image, take it to your code. For example, my code is here. Paste it. Remember to put the name of your image in quotes like that. Save, and then your image will be perfectly generated in your code like such. That's how they put that image. Now these academics, project, sports, applications, they've just been coded by use of this. This one's just a code for academics, projects, sports, applications. And the ahref, it's just a link that we shall use later on in the video. Homepage is the academics, projects page is the project, sports is sports, application is application, etc. Now, like I said, if you don't have prior knowledge about HTML, you may not find the video easy for you, but if you have basic knowledge with HTML, then you could move along with me. Okay, now the code just went on to P. The P means paragraph, and they created a marquee, something like this. Let me first pick this, copy, take it to my codes, paste. P means the paragraph, marquee, moving words within a website, and we shall see the HR size. Let me save, go back to this, refresh. Now it's going to add this moving text, welcome to St. Paul Secondary School. Now a marquee is just a moving word within a website, and it's created by a marquee tag, like this tag, marquee, welcome to St. Paul Secondary School, close marquee. That's why the word is moving along. And the blue banner is created by, the blue banner you're seeing within my code is created by this code, HR size, its size is 50px, color is blue, etc. Yes. Now if you want to code the entire page on your own, you could pause the video and then see my code, copy the code, you do it on your computer, and then things will be running smoothly. Now at some computers that you're starting the coding, you don't know what to do, you need Notepad. Let me paste a text, let it a small one, Notepad, this one, and you could also need a search engine like this, Chrome. Yes, it will help you do the coding. Now after the marquee and the banner, they went on to this copying this to my code here. I press enter, I could paste it here, save, go back to Chrome, reload. It's going to just load something small about maybe the academics page or the home page. Yes, so these ones are just English words that are typed after the code of a banner. Now lastly, under the the home page. The user created this. Ctrl C. Let me first take it to my code. I see what it will do. Press enter. Ctrl V. Let me first save this. Go back to this and then try to run. Okay. Maybe someone's talking about a library and the image. Now this one is an image tag of a library and it's not working yet. They went along to write a school provides carrying the world school teacher interaction person to enable them have desire for study, and feel free to ask any questions in class where they have not understood. There are some mistakes here. Let me correct them. I think it starts from here. School library. School spelling here. See, provides carrying and wells provides maybe well school teachers. Well school teachers will interact with learners possibly to enable them have desire for studying. The why I missed and feel free to ask any questions in class where they have not understood. Okay, we'll stop. Okay. Let me first save this and run it again. Yes. Now I'm going to just correct the images. The library image and this other image the user was trying to insert. Now back to my support folder, the library image. I think I could move along with this image here. And maybe this other image. Let me first load this image of a child in the library. Right click, open with Chrome. Yes, so that I can load this path. Ctrl C. Let me paste it at this image of the library so that I could have my image running smoothly without any problem. Let me first save and go back to Chrome. I think this was my website. Run. Okay, this image is running with a child in a library. Provides all skill teachers. I think this person was talking about teachers here, so I could run an image of teachers and then I put it here in my support folder. I think I'm having an image of a teacher. It's here, a teacher trying to teach learners. So I could open it with Chrome or in a search engine, copy the path, Ctrl C. Okay, then fit it here within the quotes of the image tag. Paste, save, run my website here. Run. It's supposed to be here, but I'm not seeing it working yet. Okay, let me redo it. Let me copy this, Ctrl C. Close. Go back to my code. I think this is my code. Image source. Paste. Ctrl S. Go back to this. Run. Okay. It is now running. Now this is an example of my home page, and this is the code that is designing the home page. That is the code designing the home page. Now if you're okay with HTML, you can take a screenshot of this, I don't know, or you can copy it somewhere and try to code on your own something like that in the home page. That is the home page. Yes, but if you're not yet at HTML, you're a beginner, you need to know the basics first, because there are some codes you're seeing here and you may not be understanding them, like the image source, a code for the image, like the P, a paragraph, like the H3, a heading, etc. There are some codes you may not be understanding, like the MAQ, the banner, etc. So you need the basics of HTML first to do such questions. And most of the papers that are being released by an examinations body in NEB, they portray that the item 2 is in most cases a website, so you need to know something to do with HTML or coding. Okay, now that is the home page, and I'm heading to the next page. I think it could be a sports page. Now this is my home page, so I need it here with me. Let me just put it down. Put this down as well, and then I head to sports page. Okay. Open my sports page with Notepad so that I can put my good code there. Open sports. I designed something like this. Open with Notepad. Okay. Now my sports page is having this data. I'm here in the video. This one is empty, so I'm going to put something regarding sports in my sports page. Here in the title bar, of course it's the name of a school. Copy. I put it in my title. You're typing about sports of a certain school, and center runs from this up to this. Let me first load center in the image. Okay, let me first copy this, and then I'll first run. See how it behaves. Okay, save. So I'm going to open with Chrome. Okay, now it's displaying something like this. The title is already here in my sports page, but the image is in the center, but it's not yet loaded into my page. Now, like I said, if you're picking an image and it is not working and it's about sports, maybe the image is maybe this basketball. Open with Chrome. Copy the path of the image. Ctrl C. Then put it in your code. My code is here. Remove this. Paste. Ctrl S. You go back to this and try to refresh. Your image is going to be loaded into your page. We move on with the code. And the code moved on to the P, the paragraph. Ctrl C, put it in mine. Okay. Within the body. Okay. Save. Go back to the code, and then you put something to do with sports. St. Paul Secondary School sports. At St. Paul Secondary School, sports are well emphasized. Where there's some errors here, let me correct them. At St. Paul, I think this was repeated. At St. Paul Secondary School, sports are well emphasized. Sports is well emphasized. Whereas academics, wherever students are given time, now at there's a break, are given time to carry out a variety of different activities. Like, so they're trying to mention activities. They're going to mention them, I think, in the coming words. Like, okay, like what? So they're breaking. I think they're mentioning some sports here before they go to the image. Yes. Ctrl C. Then here, save. Ctrl S. Like playing football, basketball. Now at football there's an image. If I go back to the code, here, now you see it is playing football. It's on the next line. Playing football is taken to the next line because there is a B break next line. Maybe they give it a size and they're trying to put an image of football. Now let's load at least a football picture. Is it provided? It is here. Right click, open with Chrome, so that you load this path. Ctrl C. You put it in the codes. Ctrl V, Ctrl S. So if you save your sports page, okay, football is loaded. Basketball, it is. I've already loaded the image of basketball, but I can decide to reload the image for basketball. I could just create an image source tag. Image source is equal to, then you load the basketball image. Right click, open with Chrome, load this path for basketball. Ctrl C, back to our codes, paste it there, save, and go back to the sports page of the school and run. Maybe that's the sports page of the school. Back to the code. I think should have something like Saint Paul on top. Makes sense. This one here. Ctrl C at the top and put it there. Then I save. I run. I want to have a heading on top of my work. That's why I'm trying to put it there. I think my work starts at border. Is it on top? Border. I remove this font. I can try to give it a size. Size is equal to maybe 30. Sample secondary school close. Color, font color. It's already blue, so I may delete this. It's already blue. Then this sports. Okay, let me save this under sports. Then let me try to run. Sample secondary school sports. Okay, back to the code. The code is here. Sample secondary school. So let me close the color blue so that it doesn't affect the rest of the work. Color is equal to. Let me close just the font tag anyway. So and refresh so that the rest of the work is not affected. Okay. Now let me go to the third page. Let me close this. Let me close this also. Now according to my work, the third page can be about projects. The third page can be about projects. And I did something here for the video about projects. Open with Notepad, and then let me go to my work projects. Right click. I'm just moving along code because my code was already done, but if you see the code, take a screenshot of it and you also redo it. Projects. So I open projects with Notepad as well, so that I can do some simple coding. Okay. Now in this sports page, someone's moving in the projects page rather. Someone's starting with this. Let me start with this. They're starting with something like this. Anyway, let me end here. Yes. First copy this to my notepad here. Body. And then let me first run, save, go back to my folder, open with Chrome, open with the search engine so that you see how the website is going to look like. Now my website is going to look like this. My code is this, my website is this. Center, you see, let me first break this. Center, the image is at the center, and maybe the name of the school is the center, but the image is not seen. Let me just go and pick an image of maybe projects according to what I have here. Projects, they are OPI, open with Chrome, copy the path like what I've been doing, copy, go back to your code and put it within the image codes, and then save. Go to the projects page and run. Yes, that's an example of a project. Let me close these images, they're creating confusion here. You close them, let me close them, you close them. This was sports, this was the first one. Sorry. And this is the project, and so far this is the code for the project. Now this is the center. The name of the school and the image is at the center because they open the center tag, they put the image and the name of the school within the center tag, then they are breaking to another heading project. That's why you see it here. They're giving it heading 2, maybe to have a different size as compared to the first heading. So let me move on with the next code. The next code is they're just writing something regarding maybe the projects, something regarding the projects, and they put it within their code, something regarding projects. Control S, go to projects and refresh some information regarding projects. The curriculum advocates for critical thinking and ability for pupil. Now pupil is not appropriate. Pupil is a student in secondary school. Students to be able to solve the problem in the community with user creativity and innovative mind. This came into action on February 01, 2020 in all secondary schools, both private and government schools. According to this curriculum, each learner is required to have an individual unique project in any subject he or she prefers. For example, subjects mentioned there. Control S. Okay. Go back to your search engine and refresh. Now onto this, they are putting images, image source, and maybe they are putting some other images here. For now, you can put some other images. Okay, let me move along with my code. Highlight these images, copy them, Ctrl C, let me take them to my code. Okay, the first image is agree, maybe second image is download, something like that. Let me first save. Back to Chrome and I refresh. Now there are 3 images here. I could decide to put at least one of a project like this one. Right click, open with Chrome, highlight, Ctrl C, go to your code and paste it. You can paste it here. Ctrl V. You can do away with this. You can remain with that image you want. Ctrl S. Back to our code of projects. You close this. Okay, maybe something we do to do with projects. This is another page for projects. There are now 1, 2, 3 web pages regarding your school. Let me close this. Okay. Now the last page, according to the question, is an active form. Learners are taught how to design forms in websites. So A learner should know how to design forms in websites, and this is an example of a form, the one I'm heading to, the last page of the website that was required in that paper, in the sample paper for UNEB. Now this is a page, an applications page. Open with Notepad so that we see what's in that page. And mine is called Form 1. Open with Notepad. Okay, now in this application page, it's going to be having this code. Now this code is kind of lengthy because it is a form we are going to use to create an application form. Now it's going to start from body. Let me first copy this big color black. I copy this. Let me first copy this before I go to form. Okay, Ctrl C. Back to the codes. I paste. Like I said, if I display my code and you're okay with HTML, you can take a screenshot of it and try to also redo. Ctrl S, then using, I think, form, open with Chrome. Okay, now this is it. This is my application form in my website, and it's looking like this. Now here it's having a black color. Why? Because I gave it a biggie, a background color. Body biggie is equal to black. That's why it's black. Font color, the font color we're going to be using is white. That's why the words are in white. What else? BR. Someone's breaking, and the breaking is in the center. There's an image, I think it's an image to do with maybe application. etc. Font color is equal to black. Saint Paul, application form. It's here on top. MAQ, the MAQ is the moving word, and they just gave it a font color, aqua, something like that. H2, registration in progress. About the MAQ is closed. Fill in the list, the form below. Then let me just rectify the image. Let me pick an image of a form from my support folder I'm using. Now the image of a form could be about the logo of the school. Open with Chrome. Copy the code, the path rather. Copy the path and put it here. Ctrl V S, Ctrl S, save. Go back to our code, and the code is here, and try to refresh. It will work. Okay. Now let's move on to the code. Now they open a form, they close a form, they write a note here. Now this code here, it is better you take a screenshot of the entire code, so that in your free time you could write all these regarding a form. Now the form is opened here, and you know it's coded. First name, input type. Now this is going to just make a box in the website where someone types the information, if you have some knowledge about this. But if you do not have knowledge about this, it's better you study forms first. Now they created all this from form up to something like this. Copy, and then to my code, paste. Ctrl S, back to the form, refresh. Okay, now for them they created the form like such. And the form has types there. There are these forms where someone types the input type. That's why in the code here there is a I think they started from this form, first name, input type text, this one, input type text, size 10. Now it's representing this first name, this, then they go to second name, this is the code for the second name, input type, size 10, etc. Third name, and third name is represented here. Okay, then they go to parent's name. After breaking, they are breaking because maybe they need parent's name to be in the next line. First name, second name, third name, they are all on one line. First name, second name, and third name, they are all on one line. That's why they're just creating them like such. But after they break the parent's name or father's name, the two are going to be going to the next line, and then they are going to the another first name of maybe a father's name. They break. For example, there is father's name here, father's name, there is parent's name. They break, so that father's name is the next line. First name on to one line, second name maybe of a father, maybe the telephone number. It is so the code is about input type, which is a code where someone writes. Now, like I said, this code could be bulky if you're new to HTML, but if you're not, this one is just an input type. These ones are all input types. I think even this, after its residence, select your age range. Maybe someone select their age range, etc. This one is a radio button, select your age range, and they went to select student, class, etc. They put some fee structures of a school. Yes, now I'm not saying that a learner can do all these in a paper, but if you have an idea to the input types, to the radio buttons of a code, you could just use them in your website. Now, this was the last page in the website, and I'm going to just link them, because pages in the website should link to one another. They should always link. So let me first close them. Actually, I'll link them, but before linking them, I'll display the forms, because I felt this code was so bulky for the viewers. So I want to display the forms of the websites, how they are done. Let me first close everything. I remain with my folder here, the one I'm using to codes. Okay. So on my computer here, I'm having a website trial folder. It's here. The website trial folder. It's here. Now in the website trial folder, you can find the codes of the other form I was displaying, because I felt the form was too bulky for the viewers. Some viewers may not be okay with HTML, or they may be basic. So there are forms displayed here as an example. I'll open this forms HTML, open with Chrome. Okay. Now this one is a simple form that may enlighten you more about how forms are made. If I open its code, it's looking like this. Something small for someone who's basic. So you take a screenshot of that, and then you see its effect in a web page. Okay, and then I'll also show you selecting a form where someone selects. It may look like this. Okay, but what is its code? Open with Notepad. The code is this. option value. So you can take a screenshot of that and then see how it affects also your website. And then lastly, a submit button. A form can have a submit button. A submit button, it could be the last part of your form. If I open it with Chrome, submit, it's about choosing a file. Okay, you choose a file from your computer and upload. What is its code? Its code is this. Yes, it's how it's going to affect your website. And then I'm having some other small code I'll show. Open with Chrome. Okay, there are these two buttons of submit and reset. They're important in a submit button. The two. I'm not into this home cleaning services page. I'm most interested in these two, how they are put in a website. Open with Notepad. Now they just submit and reset. They're only these. The two are highlighted. Those two. They can help you submit and reset in your form. Take a screenshot of that and then you also see how they affect your website. Okay, now back to the page I've been doing. I'm only remaining with linking the 4 pages. Actually, linking is a very common question asked in web pages. Linking is so common in web pages, just like the following. They're so common. Whenever they are setting web pages, people could ask you about links. They could ask you about tables. They could ask you about images. They could ask you about marquees, colors. All those, they're so common in web pages, and they are taught in Senior 4 website term 1. Now back to the home page. It is here. I need to make these 4 links so that they can take me to my other 4 pages I'm having. Let me first go back to the code of the home page. Open with Notepad. Now the links were here. I think I displayed these first in this very tutorial. I displayed them first. So I'm going to first deal with this home page. It is something like home page. I think I renamed it as home page 1. So should mind the name of the page in your link. Home page 1.html equals feedback. Okay, home page 1.html. Let me first remove this. I see how it will affect it. Page.html feedback equals feedback. Let me delete this .html. Okay, then here let me put something like home page. Save. Now let me first go back to this page and then I click at this. I see what that's generating. Okay, let me go to the rest. This one is linking to projects. I renamed it as projects 1. Projects 1 HTML. I don't want this. HTML projects.html then project. Let me save. Ctrl S. I hope it's not putting any additional text. Let me click at project. Not yet working. Project. Okay, it worked. So if I click at projects, it will work. Okay, then sports. The link for sports. I renamed it as, I think, sports 1. I was putting a 1 there. Sports 1.html. I don't want this. I think up to. Okay. Sports 1.html. Sports save. Let me also do this. I think I named it. The application was form 1. It was form 1 .html. Okay, form 1 .html. That's the page I want to link to. Then applications. No, it's form. Okay, save, refresh. Click at home page, takes you to home page. Click at sports to projects, takes you to projects. Click at sports, takes you to sports. And lastly, click at form, takes you to form. Okay, I've successfully linked them. Then maybe you could need various links to your pages, because you may not need the arrows. If you don't want to use the arrows, you would just take this entire code. If you take this code here, if I copy this code to other pages, for example, if I copy this code and then I put them to all the pages, maybe I want the code to also be in the forms page. I can open it with Notepad. Then I put the code. I put the code somewhere, maybe on top of the page. Okay. Control C, Control S. So if I'm at the form page like this, I'm going to have links on top. I can link to sports. You can put the links in whichever page you want by use of the link tag, and then href tag, the link tag. Now that was it with the tutorial of a website. Maybe I'll just go to each and every code. I run it at full screen so that you can really view what I've been doing, because the code is so important here. For example, the first page is the home page. Open with Notepad. Okay, full screen. Take a screenshot of that. That is the code for the home page. The next page was there, sports page. Open with Notepad. Full screen. Take a screenshot of that. Yes, that was the sports page. Number 3, second last, projects page. Notepad, full screen. Take a screenshot of that. You can do it anytime. And lastly, form page, Notepad. Take a screenshot of that. This one is kind of lengthy. Take its screenshot, something like this. You can take its screenshot and then it goes up to this. Okay, but if you need the codes, you can inbox me once again. I can give you the codes to do some learning and to practice this as with what was required in the question. Thanks for your view. Thanks for your subscription. Kasozi Marvin has been here. Okay, a nice time.